The first thing you're going to do is search Google Cloud Console and navigate to Google Cloud Console here at Google. So the APIs are really managed by Google. Everything we're going to do is really set up by Google because we're doing a Google My Business prospecting. We need to be able to access the APIs that Google makes available so we can give our prospects and our clients accurate information about everything we're bringing back to them. So the first place you'll go is the Google API console, but we're going to need to sign in. So let me pause while I sign in. The first thing you're going to need to do is to understand that Google, when you first sign up, is going to give you $300 worth of credit. And it's really awesome, and it's really something you should need to take advantage of. So what you're going to need to do first is you're going to have to create a new project because this API will be associated with a project. That's just how Google stores everything together. And we're going to follow all the instructions right here, but we're going to set up as a test project. Test project. Test project is there. So I have more than one project, so I'm going to make sure I navigate to my test project and open the test project and I have these APIs that I want to make available. There are two APIs that we want to really focus on, the Geolocation API and the Places API. We're going to go to Geolocation for this particular project, and I want to enable it. That's the Geolocation one. Next, I want to go to APIs and Services. I want to go back, and I want to now look at the Places API, and I want to enable that. Now you're not done here. You need to go back to this little hamburger thing, and you need to go into Billing, and you need to set up your billing account and set up, manage a billing account, and you need to set up a credit card and associate it with Google. The charges for these are quite nominal, and we'll review these really quickly, but you have access to Google Console, so the screenshot or video I take right now may be out of date in a couple of days or a couple of months, so you always need to exercise your own sort of buyer beware and come in and check it. And if you're concerned about pricing, you just take a look at the pricing page. For Places, this is going to be your pricing. This is 0.003 per request. And this is going to be, and that's a more advanced version of the request you may ask for, and we're not asking for that in this particular product. In this one, up to 100,000, it's free. If we want to go back to our API library, and that was Places, we want to take a look at Geolocation. And here's the pricing you get. Some free usage, and as you go above that particular threshold, there's your price. You can manage that pretty effectively on your own, but I do encourage you always to come back here and check your pricing relative to what Google has current pricing with regards to these. So once you've set up your billing, and once you've enabled the geolocation and the Places API, you're just going to need to come to your APIs and services and credentials. And you're going to need to create credentials. And you're going to create an API key. And that is your API key. You just simply copy that API key to Notepad or TextEdit or whatever you use and paste this API key into the area where we're asking for your Google API key. And if you've done this correctly, the next step will be you starting to use the GMB Prospector. However, we do run a quick diagnostic when you submit your API to see if there's anything awry. So you will get an indicator as to what might be wrong with your API key and your billing or something else. So we encourage you to get comfortable looking into the Google Cloud Console, making sure you're under the proper project, and seeing if your billing is correct and are both of these APIs enabled. And that's it. Submit the API and you can start using GMB Prospector right away.